Peace to everybody. This is about Chicago is seeking 130,000 from Smollett, and as you can see here is Jussie Smollett in the video. A city official says Chicago is seeking $130,000 from Empire actor Jussie Smollett to cover the cost of the investigation into his reported beating, which police say was staged. So the city of Chicago, they want their $130,000 from Jussie Smollett, but what about what Chicago did by covering up the murders, like such as Laquan McDonald? And yes, I've been knowing about that one, but now the Chicago is seeking $130,000 from Jussie Smollett. Bill McCaffrey, a spokesman for the city government's legal department, confirmed the amount Thursday, hours after Mayor Rahm Emanuel said the city would try to recoup the money it spent on the investigation. So the Rahm Emanuel, he is trying to recoup the money spent on the investigation, but what about what the police are doing? They don't do their jobs half the time. They just sweep it under the rug and say, oh, we're not going to bother with this. So all these cover-ups the Chicago police are doing it, plus Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago. Emanuel and the police department blasted the decision to drop the charges, saying they stand by their belief that Smollett hired two friends to help him stage the attack because he was unhappy about his salary and wanted publicity. So they're still saying that he did this alleged fake attack so that Jussie Smollett could to further his career, in other words, promote his career, and that he was unhappy with his salary, which I find it hard to believe. Earlier Thursday, Smollett's lawyers said no longer seeking expungement. So, in other words, they are not seeking expungement from his his record just yet, because it takes like 7 or 8 months to get it expunged. CNN, along with other media outlets, were in court Thursday morning to request that documents relating to the actor's case be unsealed before his record is expunged. During the hearing, one of Smollett's defense attorneys said they have not filed any motions to expunge the record, so they never went forward with to file motions to expunge his records. In other words, wipe it out, make it as though nothing happened on his police record. But he does have a DUI from 2007, and I doubt very much that's ever going to go away. Judge Leroy Martin, who presided over Thursday's motion, explained it could take 7 to 8 months to get an expungement hearing, and there is a 60-day period in which objections to the expungement can be filed. Yeah, so it does take 7 to 8 months for it to get an expungement hearing, so it is a very long wait to have the judge preside over it to see if it can be accepted or not. Martin had said that even if the records are expunged, they will not be destroyed. Instead, he said the records would be impounded. So instead of expunging the records, it can be impounded, but it will not be destroyed at all because it'll be preserved as it was. Smollett's attorney, Patricia Brown Holmes, released the following statement: "We support the court files being preserved. We have not and will not file a motion for destruction of any records in this case." So, as you know, Patricia Brown Holmes, she had released the following statement that she supports the court files being preserved and will not be for destruction. Prosecutors dropped all charges against the actor Tuesday. Smollett had been charged with 16 counts of disorderly conduct after Chicago police say he staged a racial and homophobic attack in the city in January. And so the prosecutors, they dropped the charges, they sealed the records real quick, and so this way he wouldn't have to go to prison, or maybe the GA has evidence on him that was going to put him away in jail for a long time. But now, do we know now? No, because once the records are sealed, that's it. Smollett's righteous insistence of innocence after Tuesday's court hearing flies in the face of considerable evidence in the police report on the hate crime he alleged. The report was sealed Wednesday at the defense's request but WGN News obtained a copy just before the court order. So Jussie Smollett is maintaining his innocence. Somehow WGN News obtained a copy of the court order. I don't know how they got it, but they got it. Mayor Rahm Emanuel and CPD Superintendent Eddie Johnson stand by the investigation, which found the alleged attack to be a hoax perpetrated by Smollett. Mayor Emanuel believes the actor still owes the city of Chicago an apology. First of all, I would never owe the city of Chicago any kind of apology. The way these police officers and the mayor are covering up every single thing that goes on in Chicago. There's killings there every day. There's children missing. Children are killed. You name it, it's there. It's the murder capital of all. Meantime, the FBI is still investigating the threatening letter sent to Smollett at the Empire set a week before the alleged attack. Now the FBI is still investigating, yes, and they're figuring out if Jussie Smollett has sent the threatening letter to himself to the stage set of Empire or not. President Donald Trump announced in a tweet Thursday the FBI and the Department of Justice will review the Jussie Smollett case, and as you can see here is Donald Trump's tweet. That's on Twitter about what he said. Smollett's attorneys continued to insist on his innocence, claiming they were ready to move forward with trial, but it was the state who to discontinue the matter. So, yeah, it was ready to go to trial, but the state decided to discontinue the matter. They don't want no part of anything going on. Leave your comments below. I am out.